as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous day. The sun is out. It's only 20 past 10 in the morning, but wow, still hot. And look, whilst I was having my watch, whilst I was snoozing, John was on watch, but he's also made cheese and onion muffins. They look and smell delicious.
Cheese and onion muffins, lovely. It's a really easy recipe and something that's quite simple to make on board. Something that's quite easy to eat on board.
There's a bit missing. Lovely. You just see the cheese all poking out there. Ooh, yum, 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 because I do love cheese. Well, as you can see, the onion and cheese muffins were winners, all gone. Everything's going well. We're making the best course that we can to get as much north as we possibly can towards the Azores. Last night we had a bit slammy conditions, a bit like you see now. They're a bit like up bang, and we weren't getting any sleep down below because it was like really, really noisy. So we donned our oilies and slept out here, obviously one at a time. I was on watch, John had a good sleep out. You can just about stretch out. Oh, perfect sleep. I don't know whether it was just the motion, the more clothes, or what. It just super sleeps.
Here's the conditions for the day. Very nice and steady, as relaxed as you can see. Full sails. Heading across the Atlantic Ocean. Look at this. Atlantic Ocean. On the way back. Bit of debris from making the muffins. There's a kettle over there which I'm sure will get used shortly to make a cup of tea. Everything on board's good. Got a laptop on charge, got the Iridium Go on charge, and everything on charge because we got loads of power. So, all good below decks. I'd just like to say a really big thank you to Chris and Katie for loaning us their Iridium Go for this trip back. Guys, you're absolute legends.
Good morning and welcome to day 6 on Nova Vita as we cross the Atlantic back from the Caribbean to the Azores. It's going to be another lovely day. It's also going to be a calm one by the looks of things. It's only about 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, but the sun is starting to come up and it's going to be a very, very calm day today, I think. Not forecast to be very much wind. There's currently 8 knots, so that's not very many. So we are moving along, but not very fast, but the conditions are gorgeous. We've still got a reef in from the night, a reef in the mainsail, and when we are both awake, as in John's not asleep as he is now, we shake the reef out that we've had in overnight, because it has been up to about 15-16 overnight, and we find that it's easier to have the reef in, and then we'll take the reef out and have full sails out and just probably see what the day brings. But here's the conditions at about, I think it's about 5 in the morning. Not much wind, under 10 knots, so we're really quite low. We decided to make some
Make some noise, yes, we're making some noise because we're making water.
So we run it off this 2,300 watt generator. It normally sits in the back there, but today we're putting it on the bench. That runs a Karcher pressure washer through a pressure vessel, and we get about 17 gallons per hour. Under here we have all the pre-filters and the automatic flush. So probably not great with the torch on, but you get the idea. There's the pressure washer, the cloth attached to drips because it's just started leaking. So there you go, and they only last about a season. There's the pressure vessel, TDS meter, gallons per hour, so it's saying today. But it's quite low today, it's only 16 gallons an hour. That's it, simple as that. Like I said, if I get enough interest, I will do a water maker video. It's day 7 and the wind has pretty much given up. It's very, very light. They said it was going to, we knew we were going to run out of wind, and we're opting to sail really slowly rather than motor, just to see if we can. We're not in any hurry. Good job, because at this rate it would take us another 20 something days. Here's the conditions. It is absolutely flat calm. Tiny bit of cloud on the horizon, maybe that'll pick up a little bit of wind later, but at the moment there is that much, 5.5 knots of wind, and we have got 3.7 knots of boat speed. How cool is that? Alison's on the helm. No, she's not.
Well, I'm not. I'm just
Vin's
sat
on the
here.
helm. Windvane's on the helm. Alison's sitting on the helm.
I'm just sat there.
Alison's sitting on the helm because it's a shady spot, or it was earlier.
No, I was just sitting here for a change of scenery. Go around that way, and then you move there, and you can Google around that way, just to keep active.
So that's where we are. Our distance to go is 1,566 miles.
It's the sun going down at the end of day 7. Thank you. I couldn't remember whether we were on 6 or 7. And as you can see, it is absolutely flat calm out here. There's just a little swell going on, and you can see we're struggling a little bit on the wind here because there's not that much. And it's going to be like it for next sort of 24 hours or so. It's going to be a little bit light, but we're going to do as much sailing as possible because we love to sail, even be it slowly. But we're just, well, can't believe somebody's obviously got the iron out or something on the Atlantic Ocean today. Unbelievable. Look. Crazy, huh? Four o'clock in the morning. Wow, how exciting. We've got a ship crossing in front of us. I haven't seen anything for days. This is night mode on the chart plotter, a bit easier on the eyes. There's this little black line here, white line. It's going to be passing from port to starboard, left to right. Not going very fast. But then there's only 4 knots of wind.
And that's at 4:25 in the morning. Morning, everyone. Wow, sun still isn't up yet, but it's bright as anything. Really calm. 6 knots of wind. Slow, but a really sort of calm, quiet night. Full sails out. Yes, I've got my salopettes on. And a long sleeve t-shirt. Because in the middle of the night, about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, it was a little bit nippy. And a little bit damp because it just gets damp overnight. So I actually have put my salopettes on until you're going north. Not very many. And back into day mode now. And there's the ship. See if we can find out some more details of it. So, Navios Allegra, cargo vessel, I don't know if you can see that. So it's a cargo vessel. It's doing 11.3 knots and it's 10.9 miles away. It's passing that way, so from port to starboard, left to right. As I'm only doing 3.6 knots, he's definitely going to pass in front of me. Whew, a lot faster. He's doing nearly 3 times my speed. The sunrise on day 8. On sailing Nova Vita across the Atlantic from the Caribbean to the Azores on the Tuesday 27th of May? Something like that anyway. It's definitely Tuesday. Not sure about the day, but I think it's 27th. Who knows? Beautiful, isn't it? And hopefully those clouds might bring a bit of wind. I'm not sure if you'll be able to make it out. But there on the horizon is the ship I was talking about. Actually see it, it's still 7 miles away. I think you should just make it out. There's the cargo ship passed in front of us.
Welcome to day 8 of the incredibly slow passage Saint Martin to the Azores. Yet again we are plagued with single-digit winds. It's been down to 2 knots today, and it's currently 7. The conditions are quite nice. It's warm, it's sunny. There is supposed to be more wind according to the forecast, but the winds that we've been promised haven't arrived. So we are just drifting along at 3 knots. It's a little bit frustrating now because this is the 8th day at sea, and for 6 of those days we have had single-digit winds. It's been very, very hard going, despite what the forecast said. So what can you do? You can only sail to what you've got, but it does get a bit tiresome after a while. And today it's feeling a little bit tiresome. There you go. So you've got this all day. Wind vane, not enough wind for that. So that's just hanging out. And we're on the electronic autopilot today.